How's it everybody? Welcome back to Scattered Island. We are back staring down at the town that we had started filling out in the last video when disaster struck, but I thought we'll start ourselves over here looking at it, and I'm purposely showing it from this angle because I want to give this town a name. So about a couple of days ago, I ran a poll on the channel with the name suggestions that I had got from a bunch of people. I put it out to the community to basically decide what the name of this town is, and the results are finally in, and the winner of this, the winner of the name of the town is Tyranno Point, or Tyranno Point, however it's meant to be pronounced. And the idea is that this piece of land over here resembles the head of a T-Rex, I believe, and so yeah, that is the name of it. And I thought we'll start off today by setting up a little district around it, and then we'll give it the name. All right, we have, I'm pronouncing it Tyranno Point. I think that sounds better to me, and I hope that is how it was intended for it to be pronounced. Hey, what's going on here? I want to adjust the positions a little bit so that it's a little bit more in line with things. I think I should shift this one out a little bit that way, and we can stick this one right down. Ooh, nope. We can stick this one right down over there. All right, so that's it, everybody. We've got Tyranno Point. It's the name of the town, but it is not the agenda of the day. The agenda of the day today is the fact that we've got chaos happening over here. So we've got places like this that are not getting their trash collected. And what I've realized is within the town, or the main city, I've got major traffic issues, right? I've got choker blocks in places like this. The game isn't paused, people. It is running. And the cars are just completely stuck. And you got places like this. You have no idea why they're stuck. They just stuck over there. And I move over to other areas, and all of these areas are also just stuck. And what's happening is, with all of these cars stuck in traffic all over the place, though a vehicle or two might despawn from time to time, is not enough to clear places. So I end up having a lot of my service vehicles, my public transport vehicles, all of those things stuck inside traffic. And I was doing a bit of, what's the word, problem seeking, problem solving, whatever you want to call it, to try and figure out exactly what the cause of the problem is. And I noticed that in various places, it's a bunch of stuff. In some areas, it's because the roads are not big enough. Like if I go all the way out to the side, right, I've got trams running on this road, the same road that traffic is running on, and they basically all just get stuck. And as if that is not enough, I made a very, very bad error where there's a whole bunch of parking spots that sit right up against roads where a lot of vehicles are coming out of. And I also noticed that this bus station sitting right here is quite the traffic jam generator. You don't see it here because over here, right now it has cleared up. But I'm just going to put an image up on the screen to show you exactly what happens here. If you look at it, you get all of the buses all stuck in this corner. And you've got what seems like thousands of people trying to cross the road. And that just leads to this entire area being completely choker blocked. So what I've decided to do, something that I had actually wanted to do right from the beginning, was to not put the bus station here for that exact reason. So I was convinced that this place was going to cause a problem with the bus station here, and I was correct. And now we have jams pretty much spreading across the entire city. Public transport buses are stuck in queues. We've got just everything. It's a complete disaster. So what I want to do today is I want to alleviate the pressure on the roads, right? And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take a couple of shortcuts. Firstly, I need to get all of the stuff off the road. Oh, another thing I noticed that I don't think I've done my public transport very well, because currently on a lot of the routes, what I've done is I've got buses. I've got a lot of the routes overlapping each other. So what the game has done is it's spewed out, let's say, I don't know, 15 or 20 buses for one route and another 15 or 20 buses for a different route. But because those two routes overlap so much, I end up having 40 buses on the same route, and it's just ridiculous. So what I want to do is, once we clear up all of this, we're gonna set up the hubs slightly outside of the city, and then have it sort of connect a hub to a mini hub, hub to hub, and so on, and try and not overlap too many routes, especially the bus routes, over the same road that the trams are running, because then you have this mess. Everything is just sitting together and we're getting nowhere. But like I said earlier, I don't know if I'll get to all of that today. If I don't, we'll probably do that either in the next episode or the one after that. But what I want to do today is I want to spend quite a bit of time getting rid of a couple of these traffic generators. And the biggest ones that I have found is these ones that suggest a lot of vehicles are trying to get to these ones. So we're going to start off by getting rid of these two. Yes, people are going to complain, but it's fine. It won't be the end of the world. And by getting rid of these, we'll have less traffic coming in and around the spaces, all trying to access all of these areas. Now, to be honest, right, I've got to play with the mechanics of the game. And in the mechanics of the game, not the traffic, listen to me saying the traffic, the parking lots don't really have a material impact on how the AI actually operates. I can build an entire city without any parking lots and it will still perfectly function. So because of that, I'm going to use that to my advantage, and I'm going to get rid of a couple of those the traffic generators, aka the parking lots. So we're gonna get rid of places like that, and what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and zone in a couple of the medium density buildings around here in their place, and then see where else we can get rid of a couple of these and convert them into places where they will actually make a difference. So with us having gotten rid of this, let me just zone this place in, and then we'll tackle the other stuff. All right, so let's let those grow out. I want to get rid of, this poop thing. This is from the very first video. It's been sitting here for eons, and I want to get rid of that. And I know one of the ways that I think you can get rid of it is to simply reclaim a little bit of land over the area, and that should completely get rid of it in time, I believe. I think because it doesn't recognize the area as water anymore, it should, I think, get rid of it. So we're gonna just reclaim a little bit of land around here, and yeah, hopefully it all goes away. Let's smooth all of that. Oh, what am I doing? I'm pressing the wrong thing. Let's smooth this area out, and then what I'll do is that I just want to extend. I think it would be nice if I just extend out this neighborhood a little bit out into the space right up to the water, and then we can continue. All right, cool. We have expanded. So now this whole area is filled with residential areas. And if I take a look at this place where we cleared out the parking lots, we see that the road has cleared out quite a bit, which is nice. Now, I'm just trying to see where else there were problems, right? This area also seems like it's a bit choker blocked, but I can't figure out why this place is choker blocked. The only thing I can guess here is it's one of those temporary things that happens and eventually it will free itself up like it seems to be doing now. So it seems like the cars are coming out of these houses and this one is waiting to turn in. Okay, so that's what's causing that. So I'm expecting that this one should clear out on its own eventually. It's not because we have a high traffic generator thing over there. This parking spot, I'm not sure if it's going to create problems or not. We shall see. But another thing that I realized, and it has unfortunately cleared up right now, well, somewhat. What are you waiting for? We're waiting for this chappie to turn. Anyway, what I realized is that this place tends to also have a bit of a pile up because right now, it and this area are the only places into the city. And trucks used to pile up a lot over here. I'm guessing because I put this bypass here, it's decreased a little bit. But the fact that these were the only two areas in and out of this place, there used to be a bridge here. So the lack of that, I think, has created, more bottlenecks. So what I want to do is that I want to try and get this road back in, but I'm not sending it all the way out to the highway. I'm just going to bring it around and connect it up to this to provide just an alternate transport or an alternate connection. And also because we've got this grand bridge that I've been wanting to take a look at for a while. So let's unlock intersections, which I'm never going to use, and the grand bridge. And let's see if we can get the grand bridge here, because I think we should have enough space to be able to bring it up and then cross the shipping lane that goes over here. So we'll go ahead and grab one of the 4-laners, which will be that chappie. I think if I send this up all the way up to here, it's a 90, send it up 20 meters. I'm sure that should be good enough, right? Where's 90? There we go. And if we try and drag a grand bridge across, oh, where am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, but if I try and drag it across, come on. Yes, that's enough. And it's 180. Great stuff. That's connected. Oh, look at that majestic thing. Oh, that is huge. We could say this was probably the original town and the city grew out in that direction. Oh, I love the way that looks. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a bit of terraforming. I'm going to put a small little hill or something and then let the road catch onto the hill, and that's what then brings it down. And let's see what that will look like. Alrighty, let's see things up. All right, so this is coming through very nicely around this little mountain or this little hill, and this just opens up to the whole city. Oh, that is majestic. Love this grand bridge. Oh, it is awesome. So that now provides us with, an alternate way in and out of the city. I think that looks pretty good. I love these two hills here. I think they add so much to it. Imagine at some point we come and we do some kind of development around here at the bottom of it. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. All right, so that has connected up everything nicely. That has alleviated quite a bit of the traffic that sat here. I don't know if it was because of that road or not, but I think having that road here either way was something that I needed to do. This is the industrial area. I expect there to be a little bit of traffic here. I'm not too fast about it, but I still plan on moving all of this industry away from here, so I'm not going to stress too much about what is happening over there. What I want to do now is this road. I'm going to pause this for a moment. So this road here specifically is a jam for me. And secondly, this bus route, or well, this bus station is a real problem as well. So I'm going to get rid of this, and we'll readdress this when we reset up the public transport infrastructure. So in the meantime, what I would like to do is, looking at this, if I grab the various routes that come through here, we're going to get rid of all of them. And that should get rid of all of the buses that come through this place. So with that, we'll get rid of that bus route. That is a bye-bye to you. And we're going to go back to building up this place into a residential / commercial spot. I'm thinking that we will maintain this as a connection point to the rest of the city, and then we're gonna set up a mini hub. And I'm thinking of moving that mini hub outside of the downtown and then connect the downtown via bus routes and the like. So use the subway a little more, hopefully a bit more efficiently down here, and then have the buses be the ones that move in and around, and try and not overlap too many bus routes so that I do not have too many buses sitting on the same roads. So that is the plan for that area, for this area. This road here is definitely a bottleneck because, as you can see, it doesn't have a lot of lanes, and when I have reverse trams coming here, it's also a big problem. And there's so many change points around here that this entire place just becomes a complete choker block. So I'm going to deal with this in a few ways. Firstly, I'm getting rid of a couple of these parking lots. So this one, let me unpause the game. So I know this one is a big problem, so we're gonna get rid of that because you can see how many cars I just set in there. Another one is this one, because it seems like for whatever reason a lot of people want to come in and park into this one, and all of these people who stay here come in and park here as well. Probably because I also don't have these roads as parking roads, but I do not want them to be roads with parking because I think those roads are just too big. I like the alley roads better than those ones, and that's why I'm insisting on using them. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to upgrade this also into an avenue, and then depending upon how badly this place gets affected, we will relay out a few of these buildings. So let's go ahead and upgrade. I think if I look at it, I've got a firehouse here. I don't have any unique buildings sitting on this side, so I'm going to favor the upgrade to be on that side. Let those ones be the ones that rebuild, and then I think that should be good. We've got things like the paths that we need to get rid of. I think this is fine. There's a path here, and then we'll just upgrade that one as well. And I think we can get rid of this because this was put here as a way of getting a turn, and then we can upgrade you, and okay, we've got a path here, so we can upgrade you as well. So that gets rid of all of those. These roads are these houses, they're condemned. I don't know why, but let's get rid of you. They will regrow. That is not a problem. So now we've got a much better route, a much better road that allows trams to turn here as well. I don't think this road is a problem. I don't see too much traffic flowing on this road, and therefore I don't think it's worth upgrading just yet. I think places like here, what buildings are these? I think these are houses, no? Yeah, I think this we can convert into medium density. I don't think I want low density on this road, so we can go ahead and get rid of these. I think that's better. Whilst all of these build out and things start balancing themselves, let me zone this area in, and then we'll sort of fix up this entire area in terms of the look, and then we'll move on. Alrighty, let's see what we've got this road looking like. Cool. So everything is building out nicely. I've tried to close as many of the gaps as I possibly can by putting in new roads, rezoning certain areas into different styles. I saw these pop up in the corner of my eyes as I was building, and I don't know, people. This is my problem with these high density of commercials. I'm not a big fan, but you know what? Nothing in a city is perfect, and so I am going to leave this. Oh, wow, that is amazing. I did not. Oh, wow, it's a high density commercial. You know what? People have told me that some of these buildings actually look very good, and I'll never see them if I do not zone. And wow, I love this. I love how it just stands out over there. It is amazing. Okay, that is definitely a winner. That is definitely staying. But alright, so looking at the street, I think the street has turned out quite well. Everything around here has cleared itself out very nicely. The vehicles are moving in and about. There are obviously less buses on this route, so that is also to be expected. I think over here, I would love to have something that is tallish. Let's see if I put this chappy. Oh yeah, of course, he's definitely going to grow. Okay, it's kind of tall, so you know, we'll leave that, we'll take it. Let's see what that looks like for now. And I think this park has been like this for a while now. So what I'm gonna do is I am going there was an accident, look at the car flew too. Anyways, I am going to dense up this entire park. Why? Because I think aerially, when I look down at it and I see that massive green space, I love the way it looks. And so I am going to fill out this entire area with just a ton of green. And let's see what that area looks like from us. See, I love that look. I love that. Okay, so that's looking good. This is another place that I've seen a bit of traffic starting to pile up, and it's mainly because cars are trying to get in and out of this place. Most of the traffic goes straight, and most of it goes straight here. So over here, I am going to do a small cheat, nice little cheat, and just say get rid of the traffic lights and let's let this place flow naturally. Now we do have these pedestrian crossings which are also a contributor. So what would be nice is if I could get a pedestrian bridge across this road and maybe join up to this side, and then we ban all pedestrian crossings along the side. I think that should help quite a bit with the pedestrians trying to get across the road over here. Let me leave it. Having gotten rid of the traffic lights, things are starting to flow. Let me leave it. Let me see how it turns out, and then we'll come and deal with that at a later stage. All right, so then what I need to do is I need to get a road that connects up this side, maybe via this area. That will then give the buses a shorter route into this space. But I did say that I want to get rid of the buses and redo a lot of the stuff, because I did not have a plan to have a road coming through here anytime soon. So let me give that a quick think. All right, so I've been looking at this thing and I figured if I connected a road, let's say over here, right? If I consider where this road currently goes to only two places: the highway and this side of town. If I connect a road here, what that would do is that it will create another access point to the downtown, which is where I suspect the majority of vehicles coming from here are headed. So this might just end up creating a whole new traffic problem. So when I look down here, after these little minor adjustments, the place has cleared out. Right, you see all of this traffic is gone. It's probably maybe a minute or two since I said let me think about it. So I'm gonna leave it for now, and as the traffic has flown here, everything is moving through here fairly smoothly. They are merging here nicely and continuing along, and there isn't any real jam along the side except for my CPU just slowing down from time to time. So I am going to consider this problem, I'll say, averted for now, and we're going to leave it the way it is and not touch anything for now. Okay, it's been an accident there, that's why that is happening. Now looking down here, by the way, we're clearing things out slowly but surely. We are clearing things out. We've got a bit of traffic here, but I think this is just normal traffic. This is another place I can get rid of traffic lights, because most of the cars are all just turning all the time in that direction. Very few go straight. So we'll get rid of the traffic lights, let them sort themselves out. I thought there was traffic lights here, but there's none. All right, so this should allow the traffic to flow a little bit better. Those that are going straight do go through, but as you can see, the vast majority are turning. My only concern is that will create pressure on this side, but I think that should be fine, at least for now. That should be fine. And this is another place where we've got a traffic jam. Now, this road is a very interesting one because I also have trams. Well, I've got a tram road on here, but I don't think I've got trams running here, which means that this is just general traffic. And I actually don't. Ooh, there we go. Here they are. This is a problem. Look at that. Look at that. What a nightmare. I think. Yep. Look at that. Got all of these cars trying to exchange. Well, all of these passengers here, and they got tons of traffic. So this chappie is terribly placed, and he can go bye-bye. And that should allow things to flow much easier than through the space. Although I do want to upgrade this into a 4-laner, but upgrading this one into a 4-laner is going to basically destroy everything I have done here, which I absolutely love the look of, but you know what? It is what it is. Over here, the traffic seems fine. And also, I've got unique buildings on either side, flanking both sides of the road. So this is going to make it a bit more tricky, but I do have leeway here at the back where I can shift this building back a little bit. Not so much here unless I get rid of these. But for these ones that I can sort of upgrade, let me upgrade this road. And as far as I know, I don't have any unique buildings on this side. So let's upgrade this one into a 4-laner that will allow a lot of these to regrow anyways. So we've got a pedestrian path over here. Let's upgrade that, upgrade you, and we need to get rid of that so that we can upgrade you. I know this traffic is going to flow after the changes that I made here, but I still think that this is an upgrade that I want to do because it is going to help me in the future. What I've forgotten about is this is a unique building as well, but you know what? It is what it is. You know, I don't like it when this thing does not line up nicely. Then I have to go and do it manually, and I don't like doing this. But anyways, you know what? It is what it is. Let's grow that one and that. There we go. So now we have 4 lanes, and then when we put the trams, they should be nice and smooth. All right, we're gonna start here. Gonna try and fix up things, make everything look decent, and connect everything back up. Okay, so I've tried to see what it's going to look like if we get a tall building in here. Let's change up the area a little bit. So I'm trying to not necessarily zone the same things that were there before, but spice it up a little bit by changing a couple of the zone types. There's this spot here that nothing wants to grow, and I think if I look at commercial, okay, I see it's a bit orange for it, but the big one is happy to grow. But when I zone this big chappie, he still doesn't want to grow. So I have no idea what in the world is happening here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick in one of these And oh, perfect. It didn't give me a super tall one. So I think that's going to work out very nicely. I'll get a little bit of height, but nothing that's going to be ridiculously tall, because again, I do want all of the tall stuff sitting over on this side. But I think that is all right. So this place has also cleared out. I do think it was probably because of the parking lot, but this gave me the opportunity to make a slight change to this area, which I think has turned out quite well. And in time, I should get a lot of my police vehicles get into places, including areas like this. Now, this is also another place that has some traffic. Yeah, there we go. So we've got the cars coming in. It funnels in here, and this chappie is a holdup. So this chappie here is also a problem, and there's another one. I've got two of them right next to each other, and that is just completely disastrous. So they are both going bye-bye. Yes, I'm taking the easy way out. They're both going bye-bye, and I think this is a good spot for us to just have more developments. I can try out the commercials. Yes, let's try out some of the big commercial buildings if they will zone. Will they zone in here? Yes, they will. Cool. So let's try some of them in here, and then let's see what these are going to look like. Is there something I'm missing? Because I have commercial demand, right? There's no high and low commercial demand. So why will they not grow? If anybody, I don't know if I'm missing something. North American style apartments or supermarkets, malls, hotels, big movie theaters, concert halls, and so on. It doesn't tell me that there's any specific reason why they shouldn't grow. But as it stands, when I'm zoning them, they are not growing, and I don't know why. So if anybody knows why, do let me know so that I can actually try and cater for that. For now, because I want these places populated, I'm going to get office in here. We get nice tall. Oh man, that's too tall. That is way too tall for what I would like over here. And I don't know how tall this one is. I think that one is a little bit better. And if I get a building here, it will be okay. It's not incredibly tall, so then that works out perfectly fine. And then the only thing I would like to get here, I would really love one of these commercial buildings. Oops, that's my bad. But since they're not growing, we will just take the easy way out. Let's see if anything. Okay, great. It will grow. So let that grow out, and then let's just plop some trees around it quickly. All right. Cool. So this place, traffic eventually should clear out. See the backed up one here is cleared, and this one feeding out into this area is slowly starting to clear. And I'm just going to leave it, let it run itself out, and let's see if it will eventually catch itself up once all of the things have grown out, and yeah, the simulation has had some time to run. A lot of the crime and other stuff is dying down, which is what I want to see. The high rent is it bothers me. It actually bothers me. So I do want to tackle it. I really do want to tackle it. So it's something that I think we'll save for the next video. One thing that I want to do is, when I look at the map from afar, I don't like how much orange I'm actually seeing all over these areas. I think the vast majority of the map should actually be green with pockets of orange. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to remove a lot of the orange and replace them with green with pockets of, the fall trees in and around, because I think it will look better overall. At least that's what I think. So let's go ahead, let's do that, and you know what? Let's see what the map looks like thereafter. Alrighty, we've covered the whole map. I decided to just put a few hills in and around here to keep up with the theme of the city. But otherwise, I've covered the vast majority of the map now. Spaces in between with green. I think that looks a little bit better. I don't have so much orange just popping up in my face. I think that's a lot more friendlier to look at. All right, so everybody, look, we've not managed to fix up every single thing, but we've managed to reduce the vast majority of the traffic. And unfortunately, today is one of those days that I did not have a lot of time to build out as much as I would have liked. But I see this traffic looks like it's doing a little bit better. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I think it's getting somewhere. You know what? Perhaps if we actually give this road let's give the double lane to this one. Let it go in that direction, and let's see if that will actually help with the flow, because coming this way, a lot of them are going to turn in that direction. I only gave this one because there might be congestion getting in here, but there's no reason why these ones must actually be 2 lanes. I remember when we built this, that thought actually crossed my mind, that why do I have the single coming this way and the double going that way? And I think if I can do this might help with the flow a little bit better, with the exception of here where I can understand giving it a turning lane, it will make sense. But if the vast majority of cars are still going straight, then I have no reason to allow them to turn, and so I'll just leave it the way it is. I hate the fact that cars are doing U-turns here. Oh my goodness. Is it possible to say no U-turn? No, it's not. Can I just say no right turn? If I say no right turn, I want to see if that will... Ooh. Yeah, see? All of these chappies were probably preparing themselves to make a U-turn. All of them were preparing themselves to make a U-turn. Great. Great, 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 great. So that should hopefully help alleviate those. I think they're coming down from here and then they're doing a turn in order to get onto that, because I didn't provide an access in that direction from here, something that I purposely didn't do. So yeah, at least that's got the cars moving a whole lot better. I'm happy to see that. Back in Tyranno Point, all of my big buildings are getting abandoned. Like, look at that. It's a complete disaster zone here as well. So we're gonna sort this out. Probably gonna change the vast majority of these and make them into slightly lower density ones. But I need to figure out why all of these are abandoning. I mean, we're just starting. So if you've got any ideas, do let me know before we get to the next video where we'll tackle it on. But otherwise, okay, so I was having a look and trying to figure out why all of these buildings are getting abandoned, because it didn't make any sense to me. And then I realized if I select the building and hover over the unhappy, it actually tells me exactly why, which makes my life amazing. I don't know why I don't explore this game, like seriously. So these chappies are complaining about unreliable healthcare coverage, unreliable internet service, and all of this makes perfect sense because this is all stuff that I haven't developed in this area. And I think considering the fact that this city, well, it's seen the whole map as a big city, so it expects all of these things to have happened. So that is great. That makes my life a lot easier. So coming into the next video, when we come and start developing out this town, well, next video or the video after that, I don't know, I'll see. At least I know the things that I need to focus on. We can... Ooh, I see something collapsing. That is amazing. Anyways, I know exactly what to focus on, and that is we need to get all of these things, and it's mainly services. It's stuff that I was planning on building in the previous video when I noticed all of that schlep that was happening. Then we decided to go tackle that instead. So great stuff. This makes my life a whole lot easier, and when we come back, we know exactly what to do. Otherwise, everybody, this is it. This is what the whole city area looks like. I am planning a development around Lorna Lake as well as this area in future. But for now, this is where we're going to leave everything. If you enjoy seeing me basically run around not knowing what in the world I am doing, please be sure to hit that that like button. It is truly appreciated. If you've been here a while, you haven't hit the subscribe button, give it a smash. I truly will appreciate that too. Big thanks to all of my patrons and YouTube members for all the extra support that you show the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There isn't much to show in today's video, so I am just gonna show the landscape and how it actually complements everything that we've been building. So I hope you enjoy the cinematics, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Cheers, everybody.